are living in a computer-programmed reality, and the only clue we have to it is when some variable is changed and some alteration in our reality occurs. We would have the overwhelming impression that we were reliving the present, déjà vu, perhaps in precisely the same way, hearing the same words, saying the same words. I submit that these impressions are valid and significant, and I will even say this: such an impression is a clue that at some past time point, a variable was changed, reprogrammed as it were, and that because of this, an alternative world branched off.
We're back. That's 2 days in a row for 15 minutes of flame. Can I get a round of applause? We're making this happen now. Consistency is the mother of what? I don't know. Fill in the blank. I'll say commitment. How about that? Consistency is the mother of commitment. You heard it here first. Welcome. I'll be here with you for the next 15 minutes with a burst into your eardrums. There's so much happening right now. I mean, it's incredible. And this is kind of why I'm doing this show, because every day there's something new that's breaking, whether it's front page headline news or something on the periphery, which I'm going to talk about today, which has to do with a baseball player by the name of Adam Jones. I'll get to him later. But the big news, obviously, is Hillary Clinton. And we're going to stay with the Hillary Clinton storyline for as long as it plays itself out. Now, I talked about yesterday how it was a symbolic fall, that she fell on 9/11. I forgot to mention that, by the way, Benghazi happened on 9/11. And a lot of people don't know this, but Bashir Assad, who is the president of Syria, is also born on 9/11. So there are these incredible 9/11 confluences that take place in and around this event and Hillary Clinton and her demise. I mean, let's face it, she's done. She's not coming back. Now, the question is, what happened? Did she faint? Did she die? I've actually posited that she might have died. Or was she being arrested? Now, that's an interesting question. Somebody popped up on my Facebook thread yesterday and put that into the thread, dropped it in there. And I thought to myself, this is interesting. If she's arrested, that means she's on ice. She'll never come back. She's dead. It doesn't matter. It's kind of like with Miles Mathis saying that John F. Kennedy faked his death. Doesn't matter. He's dead to us. The trauma, whether it was something that was induced by a bullet from the driver or a revolver shot from a Derringer from Jackie, it doesn't matter. He's dead. He's gone. It's the same result. It doesn't matter with Hillary Clinton, whether she's dead or she's incarcerated. It's the same result. Now, contrary to the incarceration narrative, there is a report that she is alive, again, alive. We're entering into like Michael Jackson territory. If you haven't noticed this yet, we're veering off into Michael Jackson Prince territory. And everything you hear now is going to be muted and filtered, and you're going to have to use your own sort of wits and intuition to begin to piece together where we are and how this is going to unfold. So the latest is that she's holed up at home, but she can't walk, that she, at this point, is paralyzed. And there are concrete walls that have surrounded, they put them up around the Clinton home. Now, I'm not in, Chappaqua? I think that's where she lives, New York. I'm not there. Maybe somebody who listens to this broadcast who is there can find out what's happening, if they have indeed erected concrete walls around the house. But if that's the case and she's paralyzed, she's not coming back. If she's incarcerated, and that video is very odd because she looks bound. After I've seen it and looked at it a couple times, she looks bound. And at one point, you can hear something metal hit the ground. Now, what is that? Now, some people think it might have been a key that was connected to a shackle. Some people think it might have been maybe a metal piece from her catheter. But you can definitely hear something metallic hit the ground. And then she falls forward. Now, fainting could be one reason. Being bound up in handcuffs and chains around her ankles could be another reason. At this point, we don't know. I mean, remember, astrologically, we've got Saturn in Sagittarius, Neptune in Pisces, squaring off. That creates a cloud of illusion around us trying to get to the core of the truth, which is Saturn in Sagittarius. And we're all trying to get there. Now, maybe none of this is relevant. Maybe the real truth is in the divine and we don't have to worry about anything. Just let it go. Some of those people are the most peaceful people you ever run across. They don't give a poop because it's all God's will. And they just turn it over every single day, every single moment. There's peace there. There's absolute peace. But perhaps you're like me and millions of us who do our best to live in both worlds, right? Be of this world, but not of it. And that's kind of where I am. So the this world part of me wants to know what the hell is going on, because something is happening. And I don't think we're going to see her again. And if we do, it'll probably be a body double, but I think she's done. They're scrambling around. They're trying to figure out what to do. And maybe this is the chaos that the Obama administration has been waiting for. And maybe the Obama administration is the reason why she was arrested. I don't know if she was arrested, but they might have been the reason why. We don't know at this point. All we know is that she is Fata Morgana. She is done. And what happens from this point forward is anybody's guess. Again, we're in uncharted territory. We have never been here before, this close to an election. Now, I want to throw something out. Before Hillary Clinton actually collapsed, I was talking with my roommate, and I asked him, how do you think Michelle Obama would do if she ran for president? And he was kind of stymied. I said, it's happened before under different circumstances. And I gave him three examples. One was Imelda Marcos, who took over for her husband, Ferdinand. Evita Peron, who took over for her husband, Juan Peron. And Benazir Bhutto. So there are three examples of women stepping in. And even on a minor level, there was Sonny Bono's wife, who took over for him after he died in that very weird skiing accident, which I think was induced by the music industry, because Sonny was doing something around artist rights and mechanicals, and you don't mess with the music industry. The music industry is a mafia. If you haven't noticed, the entire world is a mafia, but that's a different discussion. And drinking this coffee that has coconut oil and butter in it. They say it's supposed to help your brain. I need all the help I can get. So I asked him, what do you think? And it kind of blew a circuit in his head. And I began to think that there's a possibility that Michelle Obama, her name would start popping up. And sure enough, within 24 hours, Michelle Obama's name is starting to surface. Today, Roger Stone put out a report that he thinks that the DNC is going to run Michelle Obama as a candidate to replace Hillary Clinton. Think about that for a moment. I mean, I'm supposed to be drinking bulletproof coffee. Well, Michelle Obama will be the bulletproof candidate for the DNC. First of all, she's a woman. Second of all, she's black. Third of all, she just might be TG. Just ask the relatives and surviving family of Joan Rivers what it means to call Michelle Obama a transgender. It means you get Hillary Clinton. You get the e-ticket out of here. So we could be looking at not only the first woman president, the first black woman president, maybe the first black president, I don't know, the first black president, and the first transgender president. And I swear she is bulletproof. Absolutely bulletproof. They keep Tim Kaine on the undercard. He's a nice Pisces. He'll do whatever he's told. And they'll run Capricorn Michelle, who's got bulletproof armor. Now, Donald Trump will shred just about anybody in the debate. I'm not sure how well he would do against Michelle Obama, because I think the critics would be very quick to pounce on Trump and his antics, his racist, homophobic, misogynistic antics. Now, Donald Trump is not clean in any of this. You know, is he a better choice than Michelle Obama? At the very least, he's come out and said, I am not down with the TTIP. At the very least. And if we could hold him and his word at face value, then we could have at least that to look forward to. It slows down the march of this onslaught of globalism. But the flip side is that, and I've been talking to people about this, is that perhaps Donald Trump and the alt-right is really the New World Order in disguise. And that everything that we've been cheering for and rooting on is really more, it's more like a Trojan horse in some ways. And we're about to let the Trojan horse in, and we have no idea how bad it will get under the Trump administration. With the onslaught of the police state and surveillance, it could be absolutely terrible. And he's made no bones about telling people that he's going to crank up security and that we need better information. Well, I guarantee you that the panoptical society or the panoptical civilization, which is a 360-degree view of everybody everywhere, will likely be put in place by Trump. That's my sense. Now, he's also got the Sun-Uranus conjunction, so he's capable of anything. As we wind down here, I want to give one final thought. Beyond the specter of Michelle Obama as president. Yesterday, Adam Jones, who's a baseball player for the Baltimore Orioles, came out and said that baseball was created ultimately to keep black athletes away from the game. And I take absolute and utter umbrage to that. And Adam Jones should be absolutely grateful for the game that's paid him millions and millions of dollars and given him adulation. The real fact of the matter is that African-American athletes have moved to basketball and football, where their chances of making money for themselves and their family are accelerated. The contracts are so different in basketball and football versus baseball. Basketball and football also have an element of explosion in the sport. They're interesting, they're fast, they're fun. You can get great shoe deals. It has nothing to do with the fact that baseball was created as a racial barrier between blacks and whites so that neither of them can play the sport together. Mr. Jones, a pox on you, and a pox on you for ruining America's favorite pastime. That's your 15 minutes of flame. I'm Robert Phoenix.